Welcome back. A popular restaurant and hotel in Osprey will likely be closed for several more weeks because of a major fire. It took firefighters several hours to extinguish the flames at Bentley's Boutique Hotel on Monday. ABC 7's Christopher Bradley spoke to the owner about how he plans to move forward.
Good evening. It was just a few days ago that this kitchen was full of smoke. The employees were evacuated. But now, as the smoke has cleared, the process of fixing the place back up is underway.
And there was a flame shooting on the north corner of the building, probably about 20 feet in the air.
Cusick Daniels is a hotel consultant. He was in his office Monday when the alarm sounded.
We got everybody, all the cars and everything to our far parking lot, got all the employees out of the building and waited for the fire department.
Emergency crews found this side of the building aflame, fed by this gas main that started the fire just outside the hotel's restaurant.
You just wonder why.
Rod Thomas is one of the co-owners. There was quite a bit of smoke damage in the kitchen, and the front face of the building is damaged.
We're going to be bigger and better than ever before. We've now got a blank sort of canvas to work with.
No guests were in the hotel at the time, and no one was hurt. But what's upset Thomas was having to say goodbye to his employees.
Good kitchen staff, good servers, and sadly, we had to let them all go yesterday. I know there's some disdain amongst the troops, which is sad because we have no option.
Much of the hotel, including the tiki bar and pool, weren't affected and will reopen in 2 weeks. Meantime, a secondary hotel on the property is up and running.
If we can move the offices and the reception area outside of the building, there's no reason at all why we can't very quickly have the main hotel open as well.
Workers were out here today beginning the process of evaluation, seeing what needs to be rebuilt. The owners told us they hope to have this restaurant back up and running very soon. In Osprey, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Christopher, thank you. Now to a unique home invasion in Manatee County. Two brothers took the law into their own hands by hog-tying the intruder. Sheriff's deputies say Ronald Bright Jr.'s dog alerted him to the break-in at his home on Lee Road early this morning. When he saw the intruder, Bright called his brother into the room. The three then got into a struggle, and eventually the brothers were able to use rope to tie up the intruder. Luis Concepcion was taken into custody. He is now charged with burglary and battery and possession of burglary tools. A food pantry that serves families in need is in need of donations itself after being burglarized. St. David's Episcopal Church in Englewood was broken into back on July 14th. The burglars stole everything from canned goods to sleeping bags. So far, no arrests have been made. The pantry currently serves about 30 homeless families in the area. The Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport is helping make sure passengers with service animals are more comfortable. SRQ unveiling a new service animal pet relief area today. The designated space is in the B concourse. Passengers can take their animals to the area for a quick restroom break. The airport added it to better accommodate passengers traveling with service animals and pets. All airports will be required to have one of these areas by August 4th.
We're very excited. This will make it much easier for our graduates that are traveling with their service dogs to be able to relieve their dogs if they have a layover.
The area is not only for service dogs, it's open to all pets coming through the airport that need a bathroom break. And an important closure to let you know about. Venice officials say the final phase of the restroom remodel project at Venice Beach will begin this coming Monday. That means the restrooms will be shut down for 2 to 3 weeks while crews make improvements to the floors, walls, and drainage. The city is paying for the $48,000 worth of improvements. Temporary restrooms will be set up nearby until that project is complete. The second Friday Fest of the season is going on right now at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall. Tonight, Ja Movement is performing reggae, top 40 funk and soul hits. ABC 7's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is live from the Bayfront with more on the free concert. Bob?
Irie man, no problem, huh? Some great music. Here we go. Here we have Van Wezel. Sounds like an Irish Jamaican guy. I don't know. Anyway, pretty nice out here tonight. Cloud cover, keeping things a bit cooler. Some showers around earlier. It's just still a bit humid. I'm not going to fool you here, but it's still a bit humid out there. So at least the sun's not beating down on us, and there's no real threat of any significant rainfall around. Even if there were, they'd take it inside. Not a problem. Satellite imagery showing those clouds were around earlier, but for the most part, those showers and storms have since moved on just in time for this big free concert here tonight. Friday Fest here at the Van Wezel. And you can see some showers south of Inglewood. Elsewhere, some activity well inland. Not much going on here. A few sprinkles showing up on the radar. That's about it. A lightning strike or two near Rotunda and Placida, just to the east and southeast of Inglewood at this time. But all in all, fairly quiet weather here. And for the most part, quiet in the tropics nearby, but some action going on in the Atlantic. We'll take a look at that a little bit later, coming up in just a few minutes. But Scott having some good times here. A lot of people showing up too to hear some great music and do a little dancing too. Back to you.
I can see why. All right, Bob, thank you so much. One police officer is dead and another officer is hospitalized after being shot in a San Diego neighborhood. The San Diego Police Department releasing few details about what touched off the violence last night. The two officers who were shot are part of a gang suppression unit. One suspect was shot and taken into custody, and authorities are searching for others who may have been involved. Police have surrounded a home about a half-mile from the scene of the shootings and are urging a man there to leave the house. The injured officer underwent surgery this morning. He is expected to survive, but the police chief says he'll have a long recovery ahead. A former Chicago police officer is sentenced to more time in prison. Drew Peterson sentenced today to an additional 40 years for plotting to kill James Glasgow. In May, a jury found Peterson guilty of trying to hire a hitman to kill him, who was the lead prosecutor in the 2012 murder trial of Peterson's ex-wife. Peterson was convicted of killing her and was already serving a 38-year sentence. More than 15 years after the murder of a Washington intern, the case is now once again cold. Prosecutors are dropping charges against the man convicted of murdering 24-year-old Chandra Levy. She was romantically linked to Congressman Gary Condit. She was killed in a D.C. park back in 2001. Ingmar Guandike, an undocumented immigrant, was convicted based on a jailhouse confession. A retail trial was scheduled for this fall after prosecutors admitted they withheld evidence that raised questions about their main witness, Congressman Condit, who has long denied any responsibility.
It sounds like now these U.S. attorneys have lost even more faith in this same witness who was their key witness in the case.
And our wish is that the right person, whoever did what they did to my daughter, and we get answers.
Condit's lawyer issued a statement saying, in part, Mr. Condit was long ago completely exonerated by authorities. Students and staff will be returning to a new Sandy Hook Elementary School next month. The public getting a first look at the school yesterday. The school has a forest theme complete with sections created to resemble tree houses. It also has a gated driveway, state-of-the-art video monitoring, and bulletproof windows and doors. 2 officers will be on guard at all times there. Officials say the school was designed environmentally friendly and safe. The school replaces the original one where 20 first graders and 6 educators were massacred back in December of 2012. Pope Francis wraps up his 3rd day in Poland with prayers, remembrance, and gratitude. The Pope visiting the former German Nazi death camp of Auschwitz. More than 1 million people were killed at the site, most of them Jews. Francis is the 3rd consecutive pontiff to make the pilgrimage to the death camp. He also met with survivors. From there, he visited patients at a children's hospital. About 24 children were wheeled out to meet him. Francis will stay in Poland throughout the weekend. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a popular car seat is being recalled. Those seats involved could cause chest injuries. And money problems are over for one lucky couple. We'll have details on the latest Mega Million jackpot winner when we come back.
Stand out in your new wild Lexus. Now is your golden opportunity to lease a new 2016 Lexus ES350 for only $329, or enjoy 0.9% APR, just $329, exclusively at Wild Lexus of Sarasota on Clark Road.
At ABC7, it's all about being here for you. ABC7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community, with a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers, plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC7 News at 7 weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
Florida Studio Theater presents The Roommate by Jen Silverman, now playing through August 7th. Brooklyn meets Iowa City when Sharon finds a sensible roommate, but it's far from what she expected. Don't miss what critics are saying is laugh out loud funny. with unexpected turns and emotional depth. The Roommate is now playing through August 7th. Purchase tickets now by calling 941-366-9000 or visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Stand out in your new wild Lexus. Now is your golden opportunity to lease the bold new 2016 Lexus RX 350 for only $419, or enjoy 1.9% APR, just $419, exclusively at Wild Lexus of Sarasota on Clark Road.
More than 39,000 child car seats are being recalled because of a risk of chest injuries. Combi USA is recalling the seats because they can transmit too much force to a child's chest in a crash. The problem happens when the seats are installed in a forward-facing position with secured with only a vehicle lap belt. The recall covers certain Kokoro convertible child restraints with a model number of 8220. Combi is notifying owners and sending them a cover for the bottom of the seat that reduces the force on children's chests. Florida lawyers are being told to watch out for a new scam involving emails and the Attorney General's office. Many members of the Florida Bar are receiving emails almost had a sneeze there, sorry, saying their businesses are being sued by the state. A link in the email, which claims to be an official complaint against the company, may actually put malware on the attorney's computer. So far, the Attorney General's office has received around 60 complaints from lawyers about this scam, but the actual number of attorneys who got the hoax email is likely much higher.
Fortunately, most people don't fall for these scams, but they only need a few people to fall for these scams to make thousands of dollars or steal personal information.
Any lawyer who gets a scam email should immediately report it to the Attorney General's office. Now, checking Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now, we're watching a crash in Manatee County. It's at the intersection of US 41 and 301 in an already busy area of those twin bridges over from Palmetto into Bradenton. Now, let's check in back with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. He's having a great time tonight out at Friday Fest. Bob?
Yeah, for once, Scott, it's Friday. The sun is being blocked out by the clouds overhead. The rain is gone. Got a free concert here at the Van Wezel, and we're hearing some great music. A little bit of We Are Family right now. A lot of folks up there dancing away, too. Right now, things looking pretty good right here in the Van Wezel and on Sarasota Bay. We are family. That's right. All right, here we go. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing the showers were around earlier. Some of that rain heavy at times. You can see that moving in and then moving out fairly quickly as well as a result of the storms kind of raining themselves out. Most of the action now well inland and pushing off toward the south and toward the east. You can see the radar picture showing some pretty heavy weather. At one point, we had a funnel cloud right there at I-75 and State Road 70 right around 2 o'clock this afternoon, and that has since moved on. That never touched down, so no damage associated with it. Really, it was just a twist of the atmosphere as two storms kind of came together all at one point right there at State Road 70. Latest radar picture showing some rain well down south near Rotunda, south of Inglewood. Notice that other storm, though, just kind of popped up near Venice, and we could see an isolated shower pop up here this evening in the next couple of hours, but right now looking pretty good overall across the Suncoast. The heat index fairly high at 88 degrees, but not like the 100, 104 we were dealing with the last couple of days, and the dew point now at 74. As far as the high goes today, well, yesterday it was 95, the day before 97. We're cooling down a little bit, 93. Still above average, however, and the record 96 set back in 2011. No rainfall officially at the airport. We are below average there. Most of the rain today fell in that one large cluster near I-75 University and stretching up to State Road 70 at times. 99 in Jacksonville, 77 in Pensacola, and 88 now in Key West. Miami checks in at 89 degrees currently. And as far as temperatures go around the area, in the mid-80s for the most part. Where it's rained, it's cooled a little bit down into the low to mid-80s there. Where it's not, still into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. RPM Futurecast showing an isolated shower possible this evening. Not much, and looks like then again tomorrow afternoon as the sea breeze starts to roll in, there'll be a chance for a few scattered storms, hit or miss, and then the activity will move inland later on in the afternoon, and then in the evening kind of working its way back toward the coast later on in the day. So we'll see this pattern kind of set up over the weekend. Maybe a little drier air settling in on Monday, but all in all, fairly typical summer pattern for Saturday and Sunday. Out in the tropics, we're watching two systems. The one well off the coast of Africa there in the yellow has a 30% chance developing. It's moving so fast, it's not going to have much of a chance as it heads off into the Caribbean and eventually off toward the Yucatan. It looks like it'll stay south of our area, but we'll have to keep an eye on it nonetheless. And the other one has a little bit better chance developing because it's moving slower for one. And it appears that this could be just an Atlantic storm, eventually bending back up into the open waters of the Atlantic, but there's still the chance it could stay on a more westerly course too, but a long way off, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on it. Temperatures, as far as temperatures go in the Gulf, much warmer here than in the Atlantic. And as far as the forecast goes, we are looking at generally good boating conditions tomorrow. We will see basically seas running about 2 feet or less for the next couple of days at least, and then things may be a little bit breezier on Monday. We had a great fishing trip with Captain Johnny Walker just a couple of days ago, right out here, in fact, not too far away, on the grass flats in the Middle Grounds. Here's more. Well, Captain Johnny picking up this nice family from Georgia, visiting for the first time to the Suncoast, and this hitchhiker, the resident snowy white egret. Armed with some greenbacks, we head to several active spots in Sarasota Bay as of late, but really no luck. And what I've learned over the years is that today's bite may not be the same as yesterday's. We tried several spots, then all of a sudden it takes Mom to get things rolling along.
There you go. Get that rod up. That's keeper right there. Yeah, you got one. Yeah. Got one.
Mama's on top. She's winning.
All day on the marine radio, we heard fishing guides complaining about how slow it's been. But persistence pays off as Annabelle swings one in.
How many trout do you guys want?
Plenty of sun and heat today as even this crab was looking for some shade. Son Josh caught this pretty looking fish.
It's called a lane snapper.
But it was Mom who had the hot hand as she kept getting lunch. Dad did not disappoint, however, as he hooks up.
Look at that. Oh yeah, wow. That's what we're looking for. When you see me grab the net, you know it's a good one.
The bite was slow, but picked up as the tide started to move.
Whoa, you got it in. There we go. Now that is a trout. Boy, it has been tough this morning. We went everywhere looking for, went 4 or 5 places. We finally got on them. Hey, remember, take a kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
Well, get a look at this fish. This was caught today, 60 feet of water offshore of the Suncoast here. This is a 6-foot sailfish by the boat Tight Lines, and Captain Rob Roberts sending this to me. Again, this is not too far off in the water right there. A nice catch, a sailfish here in the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and they may be swimming around closer by as a result of the unusually warm Gulf of Mexico water temperatures. And this one, not offshore, but onshore. This from Beach Fishing Adventures, and Steve sending this one in of his clients there, Tom and Thomas, catching a nice size snook. As you see right there, a lot of folks going to be doing fishing this weekend. Looks to be pretty good too weather-wise. Just look out for those late day storms. Some great music here at Friday Fest at the Van Wezel Scott. We got a table set up here. Linda Carson's the MC. Should be a great night and a great evening for it. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm on. All right. Thank you so much, Bob. Microsoft is set to lay off more than 2,800 workers over the next year. That's about 2.5% of its workforce. It comes as the company continues to break down its smartphone hardware business. The cuts come on the heels of the 1,800 layoffs announced just 2 months ago. And a year ago, the company cut 7,800 jobs. The cuts are the result of Microsoft's costly bet on Nokia a few years ago. Microsoft CEO says its new priorities remain in cloud computing and mobile platforms. We may never know who won the $536 million Mega Millions jackpot drawn back on July 8th. An Indiana couple claimed the prize, but they sent a representative to pick up the check. Although we don't know their names, we know they have 2 children. The couple bought 5 tickets with computer-generated numbers at a gas station while they were on their way to a kids' sporting event. The Hoosier Lottery says the couple will take a $271 million lump sum after taxes. Entertainment news is next.
Dog days of summer got you down? Beat the heat with huge summer savings during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll be the coolest family on the block in your all-new Chrysler Pacifica for just $27,999. Or get the lowest price ever on a new Dodge Journey, just $15,999. And right now, get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Record-setting hot weather means your AC is working overtime to keep your home cool, which can lead to high bills. That's why we're bringing in the energy experts from Florida Power and Light Company. Watch ABC 7 News from 5 to 6:30 this Tuesday to get your questions answered during the FPL Ask the Energy Expert phone bank. From smart technology to free online tools, learn how to save energy and money only on ABC 7.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. It's time to plan for our social season with photographer Cliff Rolls and Sally Schul, plus a honeymoon singing tour and Sift Bakehouse.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month, complimentary maintenance included, at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Bill Cosby is now dropping a federal lawsuit against one of his accusers. It was filed in February against Andrea Constant, her attorneys, and the American Media Group, the owner of the National Enquirer. In this suit, Cosby claims the defendants violated a 2006 agreement that settled civil suits that Constant had filed against the comedian and American Media. There's no word on why Cosby changed his mind. Bruce Springsteen is giving us a chapter and a verse with an audio companion to his upcoming autobiography. The album's 18 tracks trace his musical history, including 5 previously unreleased cuts from the beginning of his career. Chapter and verse comes out September 23rd, 4 days before his autobiography, which is titled Born to Run. And Muggles all over the world are going mad for the Harry Potter play opening tomorrow. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is a 2-part stage drama that picks up 19 years after the novels ended. Its gala opening is Saturday at the London's Palace Theatre. The play is sold out until December of next year. Booksellers are also expecting a bonanza when the script is published on Sunday. If imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, then Adele must have been flattered when she spotted an Adele lookalike at a show in Seattle. She welcomed the impersonator on stage to say, "Hello." The two of them shared a hug and thunderous applause. The drag performer, who goes by the name Christy Champagne, says Adele called him the best impersonator she'd ever seen. They do look alike, don't they? And we'll be right back with more news and weather. Stay with us.
From a baby's first steps to walking your daughter down the aisle, so many of life's precious moments are spent on our feet, and every step you take contributes to a healthier heart. By walking briskly for just 30 minutes a day, you can lower your risk for heart disease and stroke. So join us and take the first step to a healthier, longer life. The American Heart Association. Life is why.